Well, we're better, but we're not good enough to win that game yet. You know, I think the first thing we have to do is not hurt ourselves, not beat ourselves, and then you have a better opportunity to beat somebody else. But you know, we had too many penalties. We had some blown assignments out there, which allowed them to score quick, which hurt us. And then offensively, you know, we had the ball down there inside the 20 twice and had to settle for field goal, and then, you know, couldn't keep up in the scoring battle when we had to do that. But we did a lot of good things, and I'm sure we're going to see on the video we did a lot of bad things. But you know, I was proud of the way our football team prepared for the game. We were certainly ready to play. They were ready to play mentally, physically, very focused, and took the field the way you're supposed to take the field. We just didn't score enough points to win the game.
That said, are you not happy with the offense, even though they put up that many points?
Well, we did some good things on offense, you know, particularly early in the game. We made a lot of good plays, but I think the thing that we'll learn from that is when you're in a shootout like that, you can't take a play off. You can't not focus and do what you're supposed to do. You know, we had a couple shots out there, and Ryan played real well, but he had a couple plays out there where his focus wasn't there, and therefore we didn't throw a ball for a touchdown or didn't, you know, be able to keep up with the scoring battle. We didn't run the ball well enough. You know, we weren't blocking their front. They were angling, and guys were free, and you know, we've got to do a better job running the ball so we can use the clock.
Bobby, what do you think of the defense? Your defense?
Very disappointed in our defense. You know, we didn't stop the run well enough, and we let them throw for a bunch of yards. Going in the game, we wanted to try to take 8 out of the game, and we weren't able to do that, and we weren't able to get enough pressure with the 4-man rush. So it was, you know, we had some assignment errors.
What happened on the bench on Sportsmanlike? Was that on you?
That was on me, yeah. I was talking to the official, asked him how come the flags came out when we got the lead, and he felt like I was challenging his integrity and threw a flag.
How bad did that hurt you losing Franklin?
Oh, it hurts us. He's a good football player, and I didn't see what happened. You know, the official said that he pushed 2 guys in the face mask, and then he bumped into his back. I asked him if he saw him bump into his back, and he said, no, I didn't see what happened, but I felt it. So that was what kind of upset me on the sideline, was he said that he didn't see. He kicked him out of the game for bumping into him, but he didn't see how it happened. So, and I don't know how it happened.
Did you feel like the momentum changed in that kind of sequence?
I don't think it really. I mean, you know, we had an interception. We had a chance to go score, and it backed us up 30 yards. That hurt a lot. You know, we had great field position, but you know, we still had our chances. We still, you know, battled back, took leads. It was a good game.
Do you think it hurt you a little bit having Michael Smith go out there early?
Yeah, it hurt us. Yeah, it hurt us. And Dennis did a nice job, but you saw Michael's quickness and speed in the end, and you know, he landed on his shoulder, and I think he's going to be all right, but he's going to be real sore.
Special teams, can you talk about that a little bit?
You know, we didn't make any real big plays. We gave up some field position on their kickoff return. We didn't tackle the guy very well. You know, we were there a lot of times, and he broke tackles and did a nice job of running it. We still have a lot of improvement to do there. We need to punt the ball better in the critical time of the game.
You talked about Ryan losing focus on a couple of plays, but he threw 5 touchdown passes at school record. What do you think his performance overall?
I thought he played well. You know, he gave us a chance to win the game. He did a nice job, and he was well prepared. He showed that he can really throw the ball. You know, it's a shootout, and in a shootout, you have to make every play count. And what hurt us, I think, more than anything was our inability to run the ball, because they were able to do that some in the second quarter and keep us on the sideline. I think that's what hurt us.
Does Franklin's ejection mean anything for next week? Does that carry over?
I don't know if it does. I know it does if it's for fighting, but I don't know what exactly the rule is for 2 unsportsmanlike conducts, is what he called on it.
You guys obviously put a lot of time and energy and focus into the scan. I know it's just the opener, but how tough is it to lose, and how do you bounce back, especially when you gotta go to Alabama?
Yeah, I think our guys will bounce back. You know, it's tough, it hurts, but I told them in the locker room they all need to keep their head up. I don't want to see anyone with their head down because we prepared well, we went out, we played hard. We just didn't do enough things to win the game. And we got to come in here tomorrow, watch the video, be very critical of ourselves watching the video, and then we'll do some running, and then put it behind us and move on.
What were some things you just saw with the run game that kind of disappointed you?
They were moving their front, and we didn't do a good job of blocking the movement. Guys were free at the line of scrimmage, and you know that was disappointing because we knew they were going to move it. That's what they do. They angle their two tackles all the time. We worked on it all the time, but we left things. Then the other thing I think they did a good job of is their ends were not going to rush. They were going to play draw and screen and take draw away from us, and they did it.
Can you talk about your receivers diving for passes, being able to get the hand underneath the ball? They went to the booth twice, and they were correct in both of those.
Yeah, the receivers played hard. You know, they made some great plays, and you know we need to rotate more guys in though. I think we need to keep them fresher so they can play better in the fourth quarter, and you know, especially when you're behind and you have to go 2 minutes and have to do things. They got worn out a little bit, so we have to keep them fresher. But they made a lot of plays. You know, they did a great job. They hustled. They caught the ball. They ran good routes. You know, there was a lot of, like I said, there was a lot of good things out there. We just didn't win the game.
How concerned are you about not getting a kickoff inside the 10 consistently?
Very concerned. Very concerned. We've worked hard at it, and you know, it's something that as a football player, what you have to be able to do is you do things in individual, and then you carry them over to group sessions, and you carry them over to team sessions, and then you have to line up Saturday and carry that over to Saturday. And that's one area we have not been able to carry over to Saturday yet. We do a good job in practice, kick the ball well in practice, and we come out Saturday night and we haven't been able to get it done.
Time for one more. Coach, what do you see from your secondary?
You know, it's hard to comment on that because we obviously gave up a whole bunch of yards. You know, we didn't stop them. They threw the ball at will, and we got to watch the video and really evaluate it.
Thank you.